In this video, we're going to be looking at Tick 1 and Explain reading questions. Tick 1 and Explain reading questions are used to ask your opinion about something. They're designed to check your inference and prediction skills. They usually look like this. They have a question and 3 boxes with a yes, no, or maybe answer. The question asks you to explain your answer fully using evidence from the text. It's an extended question, so there is a lot of space to write your answer. It may help you to write incomplete sentences to fully explain your answer. There are lots of strategies you can use to answer these questions, such as P, point, evidence, explain. Today we're going to be focusing on one of the strategies used by our reading dogs. Dig, detect, impression, gather. First, you need to detect. This step is where we look in the text for any words or phrases that help us make our opinion. Then, you need to explain what impression these clues suggest to you. Finally, you need to gather evidence from the text to justify any points you've made. Let's take a look at how to apply this in an example question. We're going to be looking at an extract from the Greek myth, The Story of Arachne. A long time ago in ancient Greece, there lived a young girl called Arachne. From a young age, she taught herself how to weave beautiful tapestries. By the time she was an adult, Arachne's work was so well known that people would travel for thousands of miles to see it. As Arachne's talent flourished, so did the praise that she received. Every day people would flock to Arachne and declare that she possessed a godlike talent. The more praise was lavished upon her, the more Arachne started to believe that she was more talented than any god. Meanwhile, high on Mount Olympus, the home of many Greek gods, the goddess Athena had heard about Arachne. She was angered by the idea that someone would say that they were more talented than a god, so Athena hatched a plan to confront Arachne. Our first question is asking us if you think that the author has presented Athena in a good way. We need to apply what we've learnt from Inference Iggy. He is the clever canine who helps us make inferences from the text. Let's use the dig method to write our response. First, let's detect. This is where we look in the text for any words or phrases where Athena has been mentioned to help us answer the question. Top tip, when you're completing a question on paper, it may help you to underline or highlight key words or phrases. Then, you need to decide what your opinion is and tick the relevant box. As this is your opinion, your answer may be different to your partner. I'm going to tick no, based on the detecting that I have done. Then, I need to explain my impression of Athena based on what I have detected in the text. I don't think that the author has presented Athena in a positive way, as it suggests that she was mean and calculating. Finally, I need to gather evidence from the text and explain how this justifies my point. I think this because Athena was very angry towards Arachne, so she hatched a plan to confront her, which has a negative impression on the reader. Top tips, you don't need to write subheadings for the dig method, and your answer can be written in a paragraph instead. This method just helps you structure your answer. In extended questions, you'll often be asked to give 2 points. The question should usually remind you to do this. For our next question, you're being asked if you think that Arachne will apologise to Athena. Pause your video now and read through the second extract. Hit play again when you're ready to hear the answer. How did you find that? This is a predicting question, so we need to apply what we've learnt from predicting Pip. She's the clever canine who helps us to make a logical guess about what will happen next. Look how a suggested answer can be formed with dig. Let's detect by looking for clues in the text to help form your opinion. From my detecting, I'm going to tick no. Then I will explain my impression. I don't think that Arachne will apologise to Athena because she seems to be dismissive towards the idea of saying sorry. Finally, I will gather my evidence and explain my point. I think this because she laughed and said, "Pa, when she was asked to apologise. It seems that she's shrugging off the idea. Remember, there's no right or wrong choice. You just need to find evidence to back up your answer. Well done if you managed to apply the dig model correctly. Hoo-yah! Before we read our next extract, Athena revealed her identity to Arachne and they had a weaving challenge. Arachne won the challenge, beating the goddess Athena. So our next question is this. Do you think that Athena would punish people in this way again if she lost the challenge in the future? Give 2 reasons for your answer. You may wish to write your answer down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or be ready to say your answer out loud. Top tip, if the answer needs 2 reasons, you must include 2 different points in your answer. How did you find that question? This is another predicting question. Remember to apply the dig model in your answer. Detect your clues first in the text and then form your opinion by ticking the box. I chose to tick yes. Then explain your impression and gather your evidence to support this. The suggested answer, which gives 2 detailed points, is I think that Athena would repeat this behaviour if she lost a challenge in the future, because it seems that she did not like to be beaten. The text says, you, a spider, are better than the gods? I don't think so. Which suggests that Athena felt humiliated for not winning the challenge. I also think that Athena enjoyed the power that she felt from turning Arachne into a spider. The author suggests this by the quote, a venomous look of joy and power danced in her eyes. I think this would make her more likely to repeat this behaviour again. What did you put for your answers? Excellent work if you explain both reasons well. Hoo-yah! I hope this has helped you to understand how to answer Tig 1 and explain reading questions. If you're looking for more videos like this, then there are lots available on the Twinkl website.